Oh, yes. Good day. Good day. Hello there. How are you doing? Happy Monday. Happy new week. Yes, it's a new day in Zion, and I'm excited. I'm once again hopeful. And because of that hope that I can say to you, good things can happen to you. It's because I'm hopeful that I can say to you that God is good because He's been good. And so I come to you today once again, as usual, being excited because it was not my alarm clock that woke me up this morning. Although I drove on the road, I went from here to work this morning. I realized that it was not my experience that took me safely and brought me back home. There is a power that I know of that kept following me through the traffic. When the drunk driver was trying to come towards me, there was a force that shifted that truck, that car, that motorbike. Or when your car was going off the road, there's a power that I know of that brought you back. All you think is the car you're driving, right? Someone else is driving that same car and they have had accident with that car. So don't tell me about supercar. Tell me about a super God that I know. And then you're talking. But I'm excited once again. I bring you greetings from my family, my friends, from the rest of your brothers and sisters right next door to you. I always say to you that no matter where you are not alone. We are a community of believers, community that comes together. We are international, so we come from all walks of life and we gather together. There is someone right next to you who is also watching this program, so you are not alone. And our goal here today is to detoxify your mind of negativities, to inspire you, to motivate your spirit. If there's anything we really want to do today is to empower your action. So this quarter, we are in the last month of this quarter. We are in the last 2 weeks of this quarter. This quarter ends very soon. This month is the last month in this quarter. We are in the second quarter of this year. And just to remind you, we declare this quarter as a quarter of shifting. So today I have come to tell you, make that shift. Yes, make the shift. The scripture, we got two scriptures. The one will say, I can do all things through Christ which strengthen me. The Philippians 4:13. So the shift that you want to make, don't allow fear to deprive you or stop you, because you can make that shift. Yeah, you can make that shift with Christ. Yes, you can make that shift. Jeremiah 29 verse 11, upon which this whole platform is based on. The community of believers, this platform is based on, was given birth by Jeremiah 29 verse 11. We say God's plan is bigger than your present condition or situation. And that's why when you want to make that shift, you can do it. You can do it. So today we're talking about making that shift, because when this month ends and we get into the second half of this year, there's no more thinking about that shift. You already have to have it as part of your mindset that I nothing stopping me. I'm going. I am moving. I am going back to school. I'm starting that business. I'm getting in that relationship. I am getting that job that I wanted to. I'll talk about, since I'm doing it. You got to have it. It's done. I already made up my mind, and I have to make that shift. God's plan for us is bigger than our thoughts and our present situation. Jeremiah says, "For I know." God was speaking directly to the young man. He said, I know the place, I know the thoughts that I think about you. And he says, to give you an expected end. And that's the part that really motivates me. That's a part that I grab onto. I hold it to my chest and I just don't want to leave it. God says he wants to give you an expected end. Yeah, take a moment to think about it. God says he wants to give you an expected end. I don't know what your expected end is, brother. I don't. Yes, sister, I don't know what your expected end is for your life, for your family, for your situation. I don't know what your expected end is. But God is saying that. He said, I know the thoughts I have towards you. He said, my thinking for you, the things I want. He said, I want to give you your expected end. I don't know, but I don't know your expected end for your family. I don't know your expected end about your finances. I don't know your expected end about your health. I don't know your expected end about your relationship. I don't know your expected end. But God is saying that he wants to give you as you desire. So let me just tell you a little bit about my expected end in my life for myself. My expected end, when I sit and imagine my life and how I want for my life to end, or where I want my end to be, is peace. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's peace of mind. My expected end for me when I sit and imagine myself is happiness. Oh yeah. I want my end to be joyous. I want my end to be happiness, peace of mind. I mean, I just want to give you some clue. God says that he wants to give an expected end. When you come to my finances, I want to lend and not borrow. He said, your expected end. He said, my thought for you is to give you an expected end. All my expected end is to live at the end of time, to do the things that I really want to do in life that will bring me peace of mind, joy. He said, I want to lend and not borrow. Yeah, if you ask me for my expected end, I just want to do the things I want to do, sleep when I desire to sleep. Yeah, not going to bed because I have to get up early to be somewhere tomorrow. When you go to a gathering, right? You go with your friends and you guys are sitting on the table, chit chatting, and then somebody say, "Guys, I gotta go because I gotta leave now because I gotta go to work tomorrow." I gotta, you're watching television with your family, and yes, someone say, excuse me, I gotta go to sleep because I gotta get up tomorrow. So in short, they are doing something not because they want to do it, but because they have to do it. Condition compel them to do it. You gotta leave your family, your friends at a gathering because somebody have decided that you got to be somewhere tomorrow. Though you don't want to, but you got no choice. You have to. So when God says that your expected end is to have the time, all the time you want in your life to do the things that you really want to do, to help the family, the friends that you really want to help and not borrow. You want to be in that position where you can lend and not borrow, where you don't need to ask nobody to travel, to take a vacation, to find yourself on that beach. You know, you're expecting and you just want to flip your finger and things happen, man. I don't know about you, brother, but for me, when I look at my life, my expected end, man, I want to enjoy it. I want to have peace. I want to have joy. I want to have what it takes. And that's why you must be willing to make the shift, because a shift is a deliberate move from where you are to where you want to be. Where God is calling. See, some of us, God is calling us in a better place, but we are stuck. And we put ourselves there. We put ourselves where we are stuck now. We put ourselves there, and we don't even want to get up from there. You remember Moses? Oh, you remember Moses, right? When God went to Midian to get Moses and told Moses, "I have come that you may leave and go to the place," that there was a calling on your life. He said, they calling that put on your life, Moses, it was not for you to be a slave in this man's land. God who put a calling on Moses came to get Moses. But because Moses was stuck in what I got a brother who can say, who want to work? Because Moses had a job and he had a title and he had connection with his father-in-law. Moses did not want to leave Midian. Moses was too comfortable taking care of cattle. And God was telling you your calling was for you to go take care of human beings. Human beings. And God was even saying, the reason I allow you to come into a meeting was for you to practice how to take care of human beings. Because some human beings act like animals. So I wanted to train you on how to take care of animals. But all Moses thought was that was where God wanted. That was the blessing in his life. Some of us, God got us in position so we can train and get out of that to train us for our calling. But here we are stuck there. We are stuck there because of the title. Oh, bishop this, our bishop that, pastor this, director this, supervisor this. And we are stuck. And when God is telling us it's time to make that shift to where I want to take you, but you're stuck. Yeah, you stuck so because of that little check that you're getting, that little pardon that you're getting, that car you're driving, you get stuck, and God is saying, no, no, my plan for your life was not immediate. It was through Egypt. And Moses was there giving all the excuses. Oh God, you know I can't talk. Who know me? I can't speak. I can't preach. You know, I don't know how to make business. I can't sell. And God was looking at Moses like, what is wrong with this young man? I won't got everything. Do you think that I don't know you? So when I'm saying go and start your own business, don't you think that I have already prepared a way? When I'm saying that quit this job, but we are stopped. God already sees your future. That's why we are saying it's time to make that shift. He has a plan beyond your current situation. So when he put out discernment in you and say it's time to shift, when he tell you, because you see, first of all, God is not going to come from heaven to come and talk to you. God will send somebody. And who knows? That is God will tell me to talk to you. That it's time to make that shift. Because a shift will benefit you. Your present is not. Your present condition, your present situation is not your destination, brother. You are the Moses in meeting. God is training you. And he is saying now, it's time to make that shift. That there will be challenges, yes. There will be some setback. But those will just be things that will strengthen you. Because God has an expected end for your life. You think God took you from your birth country to bring you where you are now? For you to live there for years and years with no benefit? With nothing to look at and say, look at what God has built through me? And God is saying it's time to make that shift, man. Today, we're not going to be here too long because we are shifting. So we're gonna talk on the topic and then come back and finish it. So today we're gonna talk a little bit on make the shift. It is important. Every meaningful shift requires trusting God more than your fears. You see, the reason some of us have not made that shift in our life, not because we don't want to make it, but we're scared. Yeah. We're scared. It's because of doubt. Doubt creates fear in us. Instead of trusting God, we are afraid. We're scared. We're scared to quit our job and start our business. Or we're scared to even start our business. Excuse me. We're scared. The fear has created doubt in us. So therefore, we prefer to stay on that job. We prefer to stay in that position. We prefer to stay in that relationship. We prefer to stay in that position rather than making a shift. And God is saying, I, I got I got great things for you. I want to bless you, but I can't bless you where you are. God knew you could not bless Moses where Moses was. God knew you could not bless Abraham where Abraham was. So God moved. God told Abraham, say, Abraham, get or go to a place where I will show you. He can't say, Moses, I came to get you, man. 40 years Moses was in Midian. He has established there. But his life was not changing. Like when it now changed on Moses was his head. Yeah. And God has sent message to Moses many times. True condition, true health, true situation. God got tired and said, look, this boy is I mean, he had his heart, so I gotta go there. God showed up while Moses was in his office. Moses was working that morning. God not show up when Moses was home. God showed up when Moses was on the job. And you know what? I love God. God showed up, or even without asking Moses, without knocking the door, without sitting in the Bible to say, without an appointment, man. God showed up to Moses. And he told Moses, take off your shoes, man. Take off those sandals. Look at you. Look at you, man. I made you in my image and after my likeness. Look at the life that I am living. Look at what you doing. You hardly sleep well. You hardly sleep. You got no control over your own life. Look at you. You are minding somebody's sheep, somebody's cattle. Look at you. It's time, man. It's time. He said, your blessing is in Egypt. And Moses was there like, hey, God, you know me, man. Who know me in Egypt? Who know me in our business? Why am I moving? All my friends are here. I've been on this job for 20 years now. I'm waiting to retire. And God look at him like, this boy is real crazy, right? You think I who came to get you and got better plan for you than you yourself? And we all know the end of the story. You don't be the Moses in your family, man. And be the Abraham in your family. Be the Abraham. When God gave you that discernment, that idea, that thought process, you gotta get it around. You gotta make that shift. That's why I'm telling you that this month we got to shift. We got to find a way to shift in our health, our finances, our way of reasoning and doing things, our mindset, even our relationship, our community, people within our community. We got to shift. It means that some people got to go. Yeah, we got to leave some people behind, man. We got to leave some people behind. But I can tell you, every shift that man makes requires trusting God. We have said to you, He knows you're expecting Him. And because he knows your expected end and he means well for you, he is saying that he will give you your expected end. The question I want to ask you before I leave today is, what is your expected end in terms of your finances? Yeah, when it comes to your finances, what is your expected end in terms of your finances? Do you want to be poor financially? Or do you want to be wealthy financially? What is your expected end in terms of your morale, in terms of your mindset, peace or war? Why is your expected? How do you want what when you look at when you envisage or envision your life 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, how do you want your life to be? Picture it for yourself. And God is saying, that's what he wants for you. He is saying that's what he wants for you. Your expected end. So I say to you, we'll continue on this the next time. But I can tell you, God says, I know the thoughts I have for you. He said, I know the thoughts I have for you. He said the thought is to give you an expected end. To give you what you want at the end of your time. Now, what can we do? What is our responsibility? We have responsibility for the kind of life we want to live. God says he will give it to you, but it's on condition, sister. Oh yeah, yeah, it's on condition. Because if our having expecting was on unconditionally, there's nothing we have to do, then everybody will have it. But because you got to participate, so we're talking about the shifting. As soon as we get the next quarter, we'll begin to talk about how can we achieve that expectation. What is your expectation? You got to define your expectation. You got to define it fresh. And we'll talk about how to define it. What is it that you want at the end of time? And then, how can you get there? What is the vision? We'll create a vision board. Now, I keep saying to you, man, that in the next quarter, we'll be doing things here differently. Oh, yeah, we're going somewhere. We're going somewhere. As I say to you every day, we come to detoxify your mind of negativity. Inspire your thought, motivate your spirit. And if there's anything I really want to do here, is to empower your action. Once again, I just want to say thank you, man. Thank you for following. Thank you for watching. I will always say to you, send me a text and tell me, what different do you want me to do to inspire you? If there's anything that I said tonight that have inspired you, can you just send me a text and say, yes, this is what I got. Take care. God bless.